So hi, I'm here with a friend, and today we're going to talk about Discord server growth, active servers, and what is DSK. I'm with a friend here. Do you want to say hi?
Yeah, hi.
And she was asking like what is our group of DSK and MBK, what they do, why we shut down servers, and why we shut down account. And well, it didn't start out as something where people possibly like came to us for help and we started doing it. It didn't start like that. I guess one time I was kind of wandering around and I was running a community server, and a guy was a younger guy. I guess he was in his teenage years. I can't really tell. He was crying in a voice channel. We call it VC, and I was like, "What's up?" And the guy was just like the young guy was just like, "Oh, he had his IP read to him, IP address read to him, in a Grand Theft Auto 5 online game." And I was, listening to this kid just like scared to death, crying. He was literally crying, and that did not sit well with me. And and I really like the game, and I get that people buy cheats for certain stuff that they can gain the game, and in no way, shape, or form is this like saying that you guys should use those cheats. I think this is educational purposes, and Rockstar technically said you can only use them for single player purposes and nothing else. I don't know if they have changed that yet. So I did a little bit of research on those what they call mods, the GTA mods, and what I found out and understood was that if you bought one of those things, it does list the IP of those others in your lobby. And I think that's scary, like for my generation, because I was born on a different generation than this one. um that didn't really scare us as much because, well, we didn't really have internet in high school, and people generally kind of knew where each other lived in the neighborhood. We didn't really do anything like, we didn't, cyberbullying did not exist, and but times are changing, and this is what it is now. And I think it was it didn't sit well with me, so I went around, and then I saw this guy who I've actually, you know come to be civil with. I went onto his server, and he had about 20,000 subscribers, but at that time a cheat called Luna was taken down by Rockstar's parent company. And he was making a video on a 60K subscriber YouTube account, and he was saying how like um that resellers have it hard, which they do, but it's the business you choose to, in my opinion, that hey, if you're gonna buy something where the people who make the cheats could just pull out or get shut down or decide to like run off with your what you spend on that program mod, that's the business you're taking a risk to get into. But instead, that young man said that in the video that they do not like chargebacks. Like if some younger guy, a kid or whoever bought it, decides to do a chargeback and not pay them, he was indirectly threatening doxing and IP grabbing and all that. So that really did not sit well with me. And I went into his Discord server, and I guess I spoke to one of his admins or mods, and they didn't think I was serious or thought I was just joking around trolling. And then I shut them down a couple of times, and he came to talk to me, and I said I didn't like what he said, the message he was sending out, because I think a lot of people don't have time for parental control. I'm not saying anybody's a bad parent, but sometimes people who are not of the legal right age to play Grand Theft Auto do get on those things, and it's not even an age thing. I think it's just more like morally it's wrong to do that to people, and it scares a lot of people. But of course, the younger you are, the more scared you're gonna get. So I started, after that, I started like kind of like just exploring that side of Discord. What they're doing is actually against Discord's terms of service, because Discord does not care whether or not uh, EA Games or Rockstar is okay with cheats. Just to cut the headache, I think they just don't allow cheat distributing in servers. So it's a pretty open, and shut. kind of case when you want to take down those type of servers. They're the easiest to take down, and I think I've gone down to take down the likes of Two Take One. No, I know Sharex, uh, Impulsive, like you name it. Like I've taken them down, including resellers, and one of them has said to me that like, oh, what if we take the IP, get all the uh cheat makers to take out all the IPL, and I'm like, so you're gonna get more than 300 cheat makers to take these IPs out, and I was like, that's not possible. Can you do you think that's possible within 24 hours to like a week? And they said no, and I'm like, well, I don't know why that option is needed for you to see where a player lives. And that's how it started. That's why I started kind of like learning how to like get servers shut down through Discord, because that was kind of like the entry level of how to shut it down. And once you learn how to shut down a server properly, then you learn how to protect your server, whatever you're doing. And we've always done community server that are non-profit. And I know I'm not really getting into how to teach teach people how to like shut the server down, but we will. I will with whoever that decides to come in and do this with me and explain to you guys. It's just that we want to kind of wait until we have more subscribers, and we don't want it to be used for the wrong purposes, because people will shut down accounts. Like of course there are like loopholes to doing everything in life. I think it's you want to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, and that those people really did break terms of service. Because one thing I will tell you is that once you have shut down an account, a person's account, or a Discord server, uh, they're kind of the same, as in once you shut them down once, the second, third time, 25th time, which I've done JRX over 25 times, is gonna be very easy, especially if you know what you're doing. If you keep your, you know, notes and everything, it's not that hard. Uh, but it's meant for a good reason. Now I think if you're here to grow your server, uh, and you want to buy ads and stuff, like Top GG used to be a pretty good place, but um I don't know. The last time I kind of took a look at them, like they didn't really seem like they had the best value for their pricing for their advertising. It was based on impressions, and I was like, well, that's not clicks, but I think that's how a lot of stuff works, right? And they're doing really well, but people do use Top GG a lot to join. Now, as in buying promotion wise, I highly recommend the Edgy eChat family of Discord servers, and the reason is it's not like, okay, they're one of the top highest active servers. Like if you join that server, like if you type in Edgy on Discord and just join, they are super active. It's always over 99 people in voice channels. Their chat flows pretty well, and the reason why I don't want to mention the other servers is because well, like I don't have anything to say about them. And it's pretty much only because I've dealt with them. And with Edgy or eChat family, I've dealt with the top admins and the owners there, and they have been very professional. Like they don't. I think when people get onto Discord, a lot of people, they get really toxic, and they don't act professional when it comes to selling promos or sponsors or ads to grow other servers. But Zane and Aki, Nessa, Karen, and the group from Edgy, they've done very well. They're very professional, and they're very humble. They have a very professional staff team, and they're not ignorant or cocky. They're not arrogant. I think they're one of the people that will never, rip you off or do you wrong. And so if you want to buy an ad from them, like you can always say that uh Prince, I guess that's the name of the channel, Prince sent you, and maybe hopefully they will give you a decent deal. And they do get a decent amount of joins every time you buy an ad from them. And uh they will never cheat you. Now I can't say too much about how else to grow Discord servers, but Discord is your free and best way to gain followers if you have good taglines and good description. You know, that's the free bump bot that will get you a lot of members. It's gotten us like sweetie, it's gotten us like what, like I believe it was like over 10,000 joins, at least 10 to 20,000 joins, like because our server socializes about 50,000 server 50,000 members, give or take, right? So uh yeah, like that's the free way of advertising. And you know um we will be doing videos on when we get a certain amount of subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button and press the like button. When we get more, since we're just starting out, we will be doing giveaways. And I told everybody on all the community that I would never teach how to delete servers or accounts, because people could do it, use it for the wrong reasons. It's not as simple as you opening up your phone and opening up the Discord app and then clicking on a message and reporting it. That's not how you properly do it. That's all I can give you a hint for. But we will, when there's enough subscribers and stuff. And um, we want to make sure that it's used in the right way. So I gotta kind of figure out how to word it properly and what to teach and what to avoid, so that it's not abused. The reason why we talk about this is because myself, there's been at least 240 servers and account deleted under myself in the last less than 2 years, I think. And I think sometimes you have to get deleted yourself to learn what you did wrong to protect your communities. So I'm more interested in teaching you how to delete servers, so you know what gets deleted, so you can protect your server and moderate it properly from getting deleted. And I think that's a better way to educate yourself, like learn what not to do. And I hope that answered your question. And thanks for being with me here today.
Mhm.
Uh,